The biggest waste of time in Las Vegas.
The first huge waste of time when visiting Las Vegas is waiting in long lines to eat at the buffet. The lines, particularly on holiday weekends for Vegas's classic buffets, can reach hours in length, where you stand there feeling like cattle inching ever so slowly to that feed barrel where you can get some food. Don't do it. You will feel your life and your Vegas time just wasting away. Instead, if you do want to eat at a buffet on a busy holiday weekend, make a reservation. There are 3 buffets currently in Vegas that take reservations: Caesar's Palace, the Wynn, and at the Cosmopolitan. You do have to make them in advance, like a month or 2, to get the time and the day that you want, but you will thank yourself and maybe me after watching this video for not wasting hours of your trip in a really awful buffet line. The second huge waste of time happens when visitors don't make reservations to eat at their sit-down restaurants and instead just show up at the front podium hoping to grab a table at 6 p.m. when they arrive, which is when everybody else arrives to Vegas's popular restaurants, particularly the celebrity chef restaurants. You will want to make a reservation there too. Vegas has really become a reservation town. If for some reason you can't make a reservation or you're eating in a restaurant that doesn't take reservations, consider eating dinner early. 4:30 p.m. is a great time to eat to avoid the lines. 8:30 p.m. is also another great time to eat, particularly if you're a bit of a night owl. You usually won't find much of a wait at those hours. Number 3 is renting a car at Las Vegas Airport. You will spend hours picking up and renting your car from Las Vegas Airport because they aren't just right by the terminals or easy to get to. All of the rental cars are in a consolidated rental car facility that you have to take a shuttle to. So first you gotta wait for the shuttle. There's often long lines for the shuttles. You might not get on the first one. Then when you do get on and it's a 10-minute ride over to the rental car facility, you then have to stand in line for your rental car company, which those lines can often be really long too. Then you can get to your car, you gotta check it out. Then you gotta wait in line with your car again to actually get out of the rental car facility. Oh, by the way, did I mention there are some rental car facilities that in order to get to them, they're not in that consolidated rental car facility, but you have to take a second shuttle from that one to them? Oh my gosh, don't do it. And then once you finally got your car and you're in it, you got to drive to your hotel, which you would have had to anyway, but the rental car facility is in the complete wrong direction from the Las Vegas Strip, so your drive is now longer. You get to your hotel, you don't get dropped off in front because you're parking in some parking garage that is actually nowhere near the lobby or the check-in area, that maybe ends up being full and you have to circle down to basement level 3. You finally park your car and then you find it's a 10-minute walk from where you parked your car just to get to the lobby to check in, and then you have to do all of this in reverse when you're leaving Las Vegas. You have to not leave to the airport 3 hours early, but 5 hours early, because you have to leave 2 hours for getting to your car, finding your car, returning your car, taking the rental car shuttle back to the airport. If you're just going to be on the Strip or downtown, you're not taking any big day trips or going out into suburban Vegas, then just taxi, Uber, Lyft. You will spend a lot less time, be a lot less frustrated about all the time you wasted on your rental car experience. But what you definitely don't want to do getting from the airport to your hotel is huge waste of time number 4, and that is to take one of the shared ride shuttles. You'll see these companies when you get to the airport, they offer cheap prices for getting in a van with a whole bunch of people to go to a whole bunch of different hotels, make a whole bunch of stops on the way before getting to your hotel. It is simply not worth the waste of time to save $5 or $10 to spend another hour getting to your hotel. Sure, you might be lucky and you might be the first one that gets dropped off, but you might also be unlucky and you're the last one that gets dropped off. Just take your taxi, Uber, or Lyft to get to your hotel. Number 5 is getting so wasted on your first night, partying so hard that you're hungover for the rest of your trip. You'll either have to spend the rest of it in bed, you'll have to spend your head over the toilet, or you're just in such a daze that you don't enjoy the rest of Vegas. Instead, pace yourself. You've got a few more nights to go out, enjoy, and party. If you want to have a big blowout, maybe save that one for your last night. Number 6 is switching hotels. And yes, Vegas has a ton of hotels and you want to experience them all, but checking out of one and into another is a huge waste of time, particularly when checkout time is 11 a.m. and then check-in at your next hotel isn't until 3 p.m. because you got to get you and your luggage over to the new hotel. You've often got to wait in a long line to check in, then you got to wait in another line to store your luggage because you find out your room isn't ready. Then you need to come back when your room is actually ready. You got to wait for them to deliver your luggage to your room. And in Vegas, rooms often aren't ready at check-in time of 3 p.m. They might not be ready till later because people are checking in and out a lot and there's big hotels. And so really, if you don't want to waste your time, just pick pick one hotel, enjoy that one for your stay, and experience the next hotel on your next trip to Vegas. Number 7 is staying in a hotel that is too far away from the action. Most everything that tourists want to do in Vegas is on the Strip or downtown, and so those hotels can be kind of expensive. Hotels that are further away from the Strip and downtown can often be cheaper. Why? Because you got to spend a bunch of time and money transiting back and forth every day. It's a huge waste of time waiting for your taxi, waiting for your Uber, waiting for your Lyft from your hotel to the place you want to go. And then the same thing on the reverse, especially with the horrendous traffic in Vegas. Rolling down the Strip or the Interstate 15 can take a lot longer than it may seem just based on the distance. So if most of the things you want to do are either on the Strip or downtown, stay in one of those places. Number 8 is waiting in line for the club. Whether it's a day club, whether it's a night club, whether it's a pool club, these things can have a lot of lines in Vegas. When do they get lines? When they're full. How do you avoid that? Arrive early. If it's a pool club, arrive early. If it's a nightclub, arrive early. Then you don't have to wait in the lines. Or if you've got special connections, get yourself on the VIP guest list. But you know what? Is it really worth 2 hours to wait in line to get into that club? I don't know. That's up to you. Not for me. Number 9 is driving down the Strip on a busy weekend. You know what? It's a must-do once for your visit, driving down the Las Vegas Strip at night to see all the flashing lights and all the big hotels and the fountains, but don't expect the drive to be quick. The Strip proper from Mandalay Bay to the Stratosphere is just a little over 4 miles, and without traffic, that can be 15 minutes, but on a busy weekend at night, that drive can be over an hour, which is fine if you're just there to do some sightseeing, but really can be a waste of time if you're trying to get someplace like dinner or to the club early. Number 10 is taking the Las Vegas monorail for short trips. The stops on the monorail really aren't convenient for most destinations. The stops are way in the back of the hotels on the east side of the Strip, and when I say way in the back, like the stop at the MGM Grand is nearly a 15-minute walk from the front of the hotel on the Strip to the monorail station that's in the back. When is the monorail useful? It's useful if you're going long distances, like from the MGM to the convention center, but it's not great, particularly for the West Strip hotels, like if you're going from Aria to Caesar's Palace. So don't waste your time trying to take the monorail when it really would have just been faster to walk. Number 11 is valeting your car at the big Strip hotels. You know, this seems like a great plan at first, particularly because I already told you that the self-parking garages are often really far away from the lobby and the casinos, and if you valet, there's no need to drive around the parking garage looking for a parking spot, right? Wrong. Well, you won't be looking around for a parking spot, but there's often a long line just to drop off your car at the valet at busy times, and then there's an even longer wait to pick it up. Many hotels don't let you call to pick up your car anymore. Instead, you have to scan the barcode on your ticket at the valet. On our recent trip to Vegas, when we checked out of the Bellagio hotel, we waited 30 minutes from the time we scanned our parking ticket to the time when the Bellagio valet actually brought our car out to us. The 12th big waste of time that visitors do in Las Vegas is they sit in timeshare presentations. You're going to spend at least an hour in the actual presentation, and many people report being trapped there for nearly the entire day just to get what? Some free show tickets or some free buffet coupons. And usually they aren't the greatest shows or the best buffets because that's why they have free tickets. How much is your time worth on vacation? And if the answer is it's not worth much, then by all means dive into the timeshare presentation. But to me, there's nothing they can offer to suck up an entire day of my Vegas trip. Number 13 is driving out of Las Vegas to Los Angeles at the end of a holiday weekend. What's usually a 4-hour drive, Vegas to LA, can easily become an 8-hour drive with all of the people returning back home to LA after a big party in Vegas. Because the Interstate 15, as it crosses the Nevada to California border, drops from 4 to 3 to 2 lanes, and that can be backed up for hours from that Nevada-California border. What I recommend to avoid this: either drive out in the morning of the last day, like 9 a.m., get up before everybody else is, because they were up partying late. They're not up that early in the morning. Or spend one more night in Vegas and then drive back early the next morning.